Okay, so now today's topic is training your body through Kendo etiquette. Okay, what does this mean? You know, if you're adult and Kendo, you are interested in Kendo, and we are busy. I know you have to make time to train your body, but you want to get most out of your Kendo training, right? When you're at the dojo or when you're with me or whatever, you want to get the most out of it. So what can you do? Now, when you do Kendo, you learn all the ritual, like etiquette. Now, of course, you have to stand straight. Okay, when you stand straight, like I always say, ears, shoulders, hip bone, knees, ankles on the same line, right? They have to be aligned nicely. So you stand up like that. If you're sloppy like this, now all the muscles are loose. So make sure you have good posture and tighten your abs. Okay, and you stand like this. Natural, we call it natural posture, but it doesn't feel like it's natural, doesn't it? But it is true. Now, I'm teaching many students now, but one of them, he started Kendo recently, and his posture is like this. So I kept saying, okay, you have to keep your the back of your neck straight, and this is good. Thumb backwards like this, so you can feel the shoulder blades get together. All right, they go get together, and then stand like this. Okay, I used to say up, back, down, same thing, but this is easier like this, and then go like this, and put your head over your shoulder, right, shoulders, and I made him to do it, and because he's using different kind of muscles, or his body is not used to it, he started doing like this. So actually, I found it very funny. So if you're like sloppy like that, your body get used to it. So if you do correct posture, you start hurting your muscles. But actually, you are activating the muscles you have to use, correct? So that's very important for you to remember. Now, because you weren't using these muscles here, you're using it now, right? You're using shoulder blades back, right? You need to have muscles to do that. So you're gonna start using all different types of muscles that you never used before, right? So make sure you do that. And then when you sit down in Caesar, okay? We slide our left foot back, okay? Now, again, if you're just sloping on like this, you're not using your body effectively, all right? Make sure you want to be strong, right? Let's keep it strong. Slide. When you go down, okay? Straight down. Okay, nice and quiet. And right foot, okay, tight. Sit in Caesar, right? Make sure, and then also when you sit in Caesar, also keep this straight. Okay? As soon as you sit in Caesar, a lot of people go, their pelvis roll like that. Okay? Not good, right? Keep your posture straight. When you bow, slide your hands forward. Okay, keep this posture too, and make sure you bow from the hip, so you don't roll your shoulders like this. You don't lower your neck like that. Keep it straight, and then okay, shimasu. Come up. Right? Keep it straight. Then this. Now, ready to go up, right? And don't step forward. Okay? Now, have your right toes right next to your left knee and go straight up. Okay? And forward. If you do everything correctly, carefully, you're using all the muscles. Okay? Again, you have to use your body more effectively. So, you don't want to use unnecessary muscles. But at the same time, if you want to have good posture, good muscles that is used for Kendo, you want to practice that, correct? So if you do it over and over, which we do in Kendo, okay, you're training these muscles, all right? So especially, we do sonkyo, okay? Sonkyo is this. Sonkyo is this. We're gonna go up. At my dojo, what we do is we go bow in, onegai shimasu, taito, right? And when you start going forward, from the toes, okay, you don't walk like this, okay? From the toes. This is actually part of your body shift practice, okay? The toes, 1, 2, from toes, 3, and you draw out your sword. Okay, you draw out your sword. Okay, and from here you keep this straight, right? Ears, shoulders, hip bone, knees, ankle aligned together, and you lower your sitting sonkyo. Sitting sonkyo. Keep this back straight. Sitting sonkyo. Okay, and hands out there, right? A lot of people do this. Right? Don't be sloppy. Keep your back straight, hands out there. When you come up, okay. At my dojo, we do that all the time. Onegaishimasu, you bow in, sonkyo, and come up. When you're done, sonkyo, tong, tong, tong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Of course, when you go backwards too, 1, core, your abs should be tight, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And if you go up and down, every time you bow in and bow out, that's a lot of up and down. If you do it right, you're going to have really good muscle here, right? You're training your lower body pretty good. So that's why it's very important. I knew the effectiveness. I know this is very effective because I've been doing Kendo for a long time. But sometimes I neglect, because it's so normal to me, I neglect. I just forget about it. And when I teach my students, I don't emphasize these things. I should, right? Which I really should emphasize on these things. But because it's in me now, so I don't really emphasize on these things. Now I realize, because some senses told me that what they are not doing, and that means, oh, I didn't teach them right. So I really start thinking, okay, from now on, I don't want to be picky, but I will make sure everyone does everything properly so their Kendo will improve. That is the purpose of those careful movements, right? Of course, when you get used to the movement, you can make it smoother. 1, 2, 3, and you draw out. Sonkyo, right? Go hajime, right? So everything has to be, if you do everything correctly, you should be able to train your whole body. Suburi as well. Suburi is empty cut. I believe there are many different types of suburi for your own purpose, like warm-up purpose, like power increasing suburi, or speed increasing suburi, or whatever the reason you're doing suburi. There are many ways to do it, but at least you have to remember, sometimes a lot of people have, get used to what suburi is, and they go, ich, ni, san. Shit, that's good, nice and relaxed, okay? But like I said, you want to get most out of what you do. Most out of what you do, right? So if you want to do suburi, have a purpose. Like when you go, instead of a man, okay, this is, if that is a warm up, nice and big, nice and big, nice and big, nice and big. So use all the joint, okay, all the joint, all the joint, all the joint, so you can get warmed up really quickly. Now I want to focus on sharpness. So how can I do it? How can I accomplish sharpness? Okay, so when I go like this, make sure this motion is really quick, right? So instead of I go ich, ni, san, the same rhythm, I would go ich, ni, san, chi, go, something like that. Okay, so you have to get the most out of what you do right now. You have to be aware of what you're doing and have purpose, right? So every single motion is very, very important in Kendo. So rituals, when you bow, you don't go just bow like this. Look, tight. Okay, this is bow to showman, bow to each other. お願いします。Tight. Quad, ab really tight. Free. And pay attention to all the posture. Down, lower, up. Okay? And when you sit down and says it again, a lot of people go like this, right? You get used to it, but make sure, let's not forget about basics. Tight double pop, slide, lower your body, 2, 3, down. Okay, nice and quiet, slowly. Okay, mokso, right? Mokso, breathing through your nose. No sloppiness here, okay? Mokso ayame, right? And lay. And make sure this posture is straight. There you go, right? Make sure eye contact and don't look down. Don't roll your shoulders. Keep your back straight. Okay, and go up this. Tight, tight. All right? And come up. So apparently this is very, very strong if you do it right. Okay, I cannot show you how strong it is, but I've never done that before, so I don't know. But those, if you watch YouTube, like all those martial arts YouTube, when you bow properly, it's really, really strong. And when you have nice posture, okay, because you are having your bone actually is holding your body, right, against the gravity. So if everything falls into the right place, it's very strong. All right, so you have to start finding out what position is strongest for you. Of course, you might have to talk to someone who knows anatomy, right? Maybe doctors or maybe chiropractors, I don't know. But you have to talk to someone if you don't know, okay? If you don't know what is a good posture. But anyway, so like this, and you're gonna go up, right? This, and a lot of people try to, take balance, maintain balance with hands out. No, here. you make sure your right toes right next to your knee, right? Like this, here, right? Don't step forward. Here and go up. Okay, and go. Lower sword. Okay. So this is very important. If you do it right in every motion, you do over and over and over, of course you're gonna get stronger. But important thing is you pay attention to what you do. All right, if you're an adult, you have limited time for your Kendo training. I'm sure you don't have many hours for Kendo training, but turn your daily life into training. Even though you can't run, like I said, maintain good posture even while you're sitting down. Okay, that's very hard. It is hard. So you have to challenge yourself. If you stay in this posture too long, of course, maintain the same posture is bad for your body. So you have to start walking around, even though you have a good posture. All right, so you have to walk around. So mind you, every single thing you do can be good training. It's all up to you. Okay, so make sure you remember what you learned at the dojo. You take it outside, take it with you, so you can do everything like Kendo. When you start walking, you don't have to do this outside, but inside your own house, you can probably start walking like this. Okay, when you turn around, you have to do one. You can do suryasu like this too, right? When you turn that way, maybe you can do hirakiyasu like this, right? It's funny, but if you want to train anytime you want, that's one thing you can do.